Hey all, Thursday morning, Creekfire Motor Lodge, I guess is the technical name to this place, RV resort. There's the main office in the background there as you enter. It is quite foggy out this morning, and man, does it really accentuate that live oak there with all the Spanish moss hanging. I mean, look at that with the fog in the back. As you enter down this road, that's the first thing you're going to see is that beautiful old live oak. Just wanted to put this video together just to kind of show you what's going on here. You got your kids' playground over here. And a first for me that I can recall is tennis courts. I don't recall going to a park that had a tennis court. And then they also have these small nets here that are for that pickleball. There were two couples out there playing yesterday. And there's a small little water feature and a pool for younger kids, and then the larger pool there. And then of course the main building. They got a small store in there, not really a whole lot to buy, but they're putting it together. A couple fireplaces on each side. So just behind the pool area, you've got your facilities here with your game room and laundry. And then there's like a little, almost I guess like a bar here with drinks and stuff to be served. And then this cool setup here, this old Ford truck and Airstream. The Airstream's set up to be a food truck. And then I guess they also use the pickup truck to sell things from. So when we got here yesterday, Dawn asked me, what are the chains for hanging? And I said, I don't know. So I walked over, and it's for the water to run down. I mean, I hate to call for rain, but it would be neat to come out here and see the water draining down the chains from the gutters. So here's their little game room area. Ping pong, little pool table, foosball. And then if you look, there's a couple TVs here and here with the remote controls hanging. And that again is right off of the pool. And they have a lot of little common areas for people to sit at, which is kind of nice. I guess you can tell in this. Look at the fog though. Whew. It is very foggy today. Through the game room, you have a fire pit. Gas, and there's a decent amount of parking. Looks like they've allowed these people to boondock here. So this campground's pretty small. I think there was 103 sites and maybe 8 cabins you could rent, but they are expanding in this area at some point. And this weekend we're here, there is a coach house convention, I guess, which are these, I guess maybe B+ or Class C's, made by Coach House out of Florida. And there's got to be about 40 of them here. I mean, you can see they're just lined up everywhere. Back there in the background, there's 2. There's another one there. There's 4 or 5 in a row there. And they have everything from gravel and paved back-end sites to gravel and paved pull-through sites. That's actually a coach house there too. It's their Class B model. Here's some of your larger paved pull-through sites. And they're decently wide. You got a decent amount of space. They have a small concrete pad. It's extremely small. So this is such a big coach house convention that Coach House themselves are here. I saw them out working on someone's Class C. I guess that's what they're calling them. They're beautiful looking things. They're all fiberglass shell. I went online, of course, and looked, and I found a used one, several used ones, but a used 2017, so about 2 years old. I think they wanted $140,000 for it. Beautiful, but not that beautiful. But again, you get what you pay for. And they got a fiberglass top too, so you don't have to worry about the rubber roof maintenance and things like that. Right over here to the right there, they've got bocce ball also. And then back there is where the pool is for a reference point. And then towards the back end here, we'll make this left. And it's a second area for RVs, which they call lakefront and lake view RV sites. On both sides here, it's just all marshland. Again, pretty eerie, especially with the fog in the background. Look at that. It's kind of pretty though. So here's what they call their lake house. It's still under construction. And then here's your lake. Again, quite eerie with all the fog. It's a pretty darn big lake though. I'll try to get a picture later today or tomorrow. And then straight back there, you can see the white tops there. That's your cabins. And then here's your lakefront and lake view sites. And this circle right here is named after the one and only Madison. Just joking. It's called Madison Circle. So we've only been here half a day, but it's not bad. It was nice being at the pool yesterday. I think they said it's a heated pool, but you know how that goes. People sometimes think a heated pool means it's going to be 100 degrees, and that's called a jacuzzi. Heading back to my camper now. Not only is it foggy out, but it's misting a little bit. But it actually feels kind of good. I'm so out of shape that I'm breathing hard just on this little bike ride. So here we are, back at the 312. Got your concrete pad over there, concrete pull through. You can see over here there's really not a whole lot of space. Yeah, but enough to get your hookups. And then a little concrete pad there, and then a little gravel area, which I think I'd probably rather have grass than gravel. And it appears that at most of the sites, if not all, your hookups are towards the front end of the pull through, which I think is kind of odd. Usually I see them towards the back end. Works good for my water, because my water's at the front. I mean, even my sewer hose and electric are here close to the front. But I just don't like my sewer hose running that close to my water supply. I don't know. That's why I wrapped it around and came back this way. Maybe that's just me though. With where the hookups are towards the front of the site, I originally pulled where I thought would be good. But you run into an issue where you either have to pull forward and then park your tow vehicle behind you, which I originally did, but then my steps were right there where that hole is, right on the edge of the concrete. So you only got about 7 feet there to hit with your steps, which I like to keep there. I mean, to me, part of having the concrete pad is keeping the dirt from going in and out. So we had gotten unhooked, leveled and everything, and then decided we've just got to back up. 1, so I could get the truck to the front here, and 2, so we could get the steps where we wanted them. But it worked out. And this is the first for me too, to be on a concrete pad, but then still have to throw some boards under one side because we were not level. Again, thought it was a little odd. I'd expect to have if I have a concrete pad here, that it would at least be level. All right, well, I guess you could probably tell we're home, sitting on our porch. We want to go over our likes and dislikes of Creekfire Motor Ranch. That's the actual name. Sorry, I'm looking at a YouTube update that just came on, flashed on my screen of one of the people we like to watch.
Nomadic Fanatic.
So Madison, you want to handle?
Like.
She's going to handle the likes. Of course, we have our little cheat sheet here.
The campground was new and up to date. It was a good price. It was small, so like it was not too crowded, and it was close to the pool, which I liked. It had a pretty lake, nice facilities. It had a nice.
Now, what do you mean by facilities? Like the bathrooms and the showers and all that were nice, new, up to date, clean.
Yeah. The pool was nice. The hot tub was nice.
And those would be considered not facilities, but what?
Water.
Amenities.
It had 2 nice pools, a nice hot tub, a nice tennis court, a nice bocce ball court, a nice basketball court. It had a big playground, a nice ping pong and foosball table, and more stuff like that.
They also had
Pool.
Yeah, they had pool and they had darts and they had
They had darts.
what was the game? Oh, pickleball.
Ball.
So they did have a lot of amenities in that sense. What else?
The sites were average, and it was close to Savannah.
So now for some of the dislikes. Me being the guy that sets up the outside, I hate it that the sewer line, the water line, electric was all within about a 3-foot square. I just don't want my water line that close to my sewer line. Maybe it's just me, but I would venture to say most people feel the same way. I'd much rather have those 20 feet apart, you know? So Wi-Fi is another thing. It was almost non-existent, constantly dropping you off, dropping your phone off the Wi-Fi connection. I know we're not there for Wi-Fi. We're not there to be on our phones, and that's why it's not that big of a deal. But if they advertise Wi-Fi, I'd like to have Wi-Fi, wouldn't you, Madison?
Yeah.
They had no restaurant on site. They did have a really cool, you saw it in the video, that food truck, that old Airstream food. It was converted into a food truck. And then they had like a bar right behind that, but they were never open. We were there, got there Wednesday afternoon, and we were there till Sunday, and not once was it open. They don't have any events for the kids. If you've seen our Daddy Joe's video at Daddy Joe's, or even Willow Tree, a lot of the KOAs, events all day long. Whether it's a swimming contest or a splash contest. What other things does Daddy Joe's do?
Trivia.
The trivia, what's with the candy bar? Candy bar bingo. Just seems to be movie night with movies out on the lawn, that kind of stuff. Nothing here like that. The concrete pads were very small, not much bigger than the picnic table that was on there. And then right beside each concrete pad, they had a gravel pad, which was terrible. I mean, big rocks, little rocks, your feet were kind of twisting side to side. You couldn't go out there in your bare feet. You were constantly kicking rocks everywhere. I didn't like that at all either.
Had a lot of mud.
And there was a lot of mud, and that's what I was going to say next is the grass was in rough shape. There was a decent amount of weeds, a lot of grass patches, dirt patches like she was saying. So when it rained, it got kind of muddy. And then the staff, mostly the desk staff, they really just acted bothered when you had a question for them. To the point where I watched one gentleman was kind of joking around with her, and the one lady got a little upset, a little perturbed that she was being joked around with, and kind of cut him off and went to ask him something about his tag number or something. I can't remember. But anyways, that's about it. I don't know that we would go back. It certainly wasn't terrible. If we needed a place to stay on our way down south or something, yeah, I'd stay there for a night. But until they get things going for like the kids, we probably wouldn't stay there again. Well, thanks for watching. In just this weekend, in a few days, we're leaving for what?
New Bern.
New Bern, Easter weekend. We're going to New Bern, KOA, which the last hurricane we had, Michael, maybe, it flooded and was closed for a long time, and they reopened just a couple months ago. So we can't wait to see the changes they've made. It was KOA of the year. It's a great place. Staff is friendly, nice, helpful. So all right. Well, that's it from First Time RVers for this video. I will be... Actually, the next video I think I'm going to do is our sightseeing of Savannah. One of our favorite towns, cities to visit. But anyways, give us a thumbs up if you like what you saw. If you don't, click to the next page. Don't give it a thumbs down. That's just rude.
Rude.
Thanks for watching. Have a great day. What else do we want to say?
Comment, share,
subscribe,
notification bell.
Hit the bell. The bell that's gonna be
It's
right
not
down
gonna be
there.
It's actually gonna be like
right there. Oop.
What's that?
She put us out of focus. All right, everyone. Thanks
Bye.
again. Bye-bye.